Hello friends, in last video we had learned how to add Google Chrome extension for Zotero. Okay, after adding that extension, now you can see you are having that extension here, this one, save to Zotero, this icon on the top right side, yellow highlighted. Okay friends, let me zoom it for the sake of like how does it look like. Uh, where is this one? This one, friends, this icon, it looks like a paper save to Zotero documents kind of thing. Okay friends, done. Now suppose we are on Google Scholar and we want to add some papers on a topic. Suppose I say volatility clustering, so I go to, oh, I had already practiced for that. So now there are thousands of paper, it says 76,300 results. So suppose you want to look for the latest one since 2015. This is a filter I am, you can do any. My purpose here is just to show you how to add papers. Suppose you want to add these old papers. Here we have 10 papers. You can have n number 50 100 as per your settings in Google Scholar. After that, suppose you want to add these 10 papers. What to do there? You go to simply this one, this save to Zotero, and here you can see all the titles would be there. If you click on all of them, like check, suppose you want to add one paper, click here only. Suppose you want to add all of them, select all. Or suppose you want to add few of them, then just check on the papers you want to add. Suppose I want to add first, then third, and all papers. You just click OK, friends. All these papers would be recorded, saved in the document. Suppose I am on the Zotero. This is my Zotero, and suppose I am in the folder. Suppose I have made a folder for this session, Zotero class. It's empty so far, and you want to add suppose some papers. If I say I go to here, there are, first I want to add first two papers. I will go to this folder, Zotero icon, and then I would add, click on this one and this one. Okay friends, not all 10, only two papers I am adding here, and just click OK. You would see the process has start on the bottom right side. Two papers. If PDF is available in your library, it is subscribed there, it would go directly there. So now we can see it has gone. We go to Zotero on active folder. These two papers are here with their metadata. Here, this paper, uh, this title of the paper, effect, the authors, it's in order, perfect order. Publication, journal, volume, issue, page, all the metadata would go there in a second. So here it was 10 papers. It could be 50 also. Within a second, you can add 50 papers with PDFs if it is subscribed by your library. It's imagine, it's very fast. It could save a lot of time of you, my friends. That could be used in writing different papers. So now another way to add is, friends, you can open the website of that journal, click, you go to directly there, because sometimes I have observed when I save papers from Google Scholar, some metadata might lose. In that case, the best thing I would suggest, friends, as I do actually, you go to the publisher's website, that is super authentic. And I'm not saying Google Scholar is not authentic, but sometimes I have seen there are some problems with metadata. I don't know why it is, but it is there. You can go to the publisher's website and click on this save to Zotero button, this extension. This paper would go to your active folder. Suppose I have opened this folder. So here, for earlier it was this one. It's little slow. Here I can see the abstract was not there due to some reason. But if I uh, add it, if I add the paper using this publisher's website, now I can see more data is with me. So the chances of losing metadata is very less when we add using the publisher's website. So this is the way, friends, we can add using this extension in a very fast manner. Okay, friends, sometimes we are not able to have PDF file, so we can also add manually by clicking here. Suppose you add, then attach the file in this way if we have PDF. Okay, friends, in next video we would learn how to make folders and subfolders so that you can do organized reading. Thank you, friends.